Hey, English learners! Welcome to another English podcast. I hope you guys are doing well today. As always, I'm very happy that you're spending a few minutes with us. Today, we're going to talk about something that many people think about, but very few people actually do. We're talking about how to change your life. And to help me with today's topic, I'm joined by my good friend. Hey, how are you doing today?
Hey, I'm doing great, thanks. It's always nice to be back on the podcast.
It's great to have you here. So, are you ready for today's conversation?
Absolutely. Let's do it.
Perfect. So, let me start with a simple question. If someone had met you 5 years ago, would they recognize the person you are today?
Honestly, probably not.
Really?
Not at all. 5 years ago, I was constantly making excuses. I always told myself things like, I'll start next week. I'll work on my goals when life becomes less stressful. I'll change when I have more time.
That sounds familiar. I think a lot of people say those things.
Exactly. And that's why years can pass without much progress. One day, I realized something that completely changed my perspective.
What was it?
Nobody was coming to save me.
Wow, that's powerful.
I know it sounds harsh, but it was actually one of the most freeing realizations I've ever had. I stopped waiting for motivation. I stopped waiting for perfect conditions. And I stopped blaming everything around me.
So, what was the first thing you changed?
Surprisingly, it wasn't anything dramatic.
Really?
Not at all. People love dramatic success stories. They think everything changed overnight. But in reality, most success stories begin with small habits.
Can you give us an example?
Of course. I started reading for 20 minutes every day.
Only 20 minutes?
That's right. At first, it didn't seem important. I thought, how can 20 minutes change my life? But after a few months, something interesting happened.
What happened?
I started thinking differently. I was learning new ideas. I became more disciplined. And eventually, that one habit led to other positive habits.
That's amazing. So one small habit created momentum.
Exactly. Success is usually the result of consistency, not intensity.
I love that quote. What was another lesson that helped you change your life?
Learning to take responsibility.
That's a difficult lesson for many people.
It definitely was for me. It's much easier to blame other people. It's easier to blame your circumstances. It's easier to blame bad luck. But responsibility gives you something valuable.
What's that?
Control. Because once you take responsibility, you stop focusing on excuses and start focusing on solutions.
That's true. And what about failure? A lot of people are terrified of failing.
I used to be terrified too, but failure became less scary once I experienced it.
What do you mean?
Most fears are larger in our imagination than they are in reality. I've failed many times. I've made mistakes. I've missed opportunities. But every mistake taught me something, and every lesson helped me improve.
So failure became part of the process.
Exactly. Failure isn't the opposite of success. In many cases, it's part of success.
That's a great way to look at it. What's another thing that changed your life?
The people around me.
Interesting.
Your environment affects you more than you realize. The people you spend time with influence your habits, your mindset, and even your ambitions.
So choosing the right environment is important.
Extremely important. If you're surrounded by negativity, negativity starts to feel normal. If you're surrounded by growth-oriented people, growth starts to feel normal.
That makes a lot of sense. Let's talk about confidence. Everyone wants to be more confident.
That's true, but most people misunderstand confidence.
How so?
People think confidence comes before action. In reality, confidence usually comes after action.
Can you explain that?
Sure. You don't become confident and then start exercising. You exercise consistently and confidence follows. You don't become confident and then start speaking English. You practice speaking English, make mistakes, improve, and then confidence follows.
So action comes first.
Exactly. Action comes first. Waiting to feel confident before taking action is one of the biggest traps people fall into.
Before we finish, let me ask you one final question. If you could give just one piece of advice to someone who wants to change their life, what would it be?
Stop worrying so much about where you'll be 5 years from now. Focus on today. Read one chapter, do one workout, learn one new skill, have one meaningful conversation, take one step forward. Small actions may seem insignificant today, but repeated over months and years, they can completely transform your life.
I couldn't agree more. Change doesn't happen overnight.
No, it doesn't. But one day, you'll look back and realize that you're living a completely different life.
And it all started with one decision.
The decision to begin.
That's a beautiful message. Thank you so much for joining me today.
Thank you for having me.
And thank you to everyone listening. Remember, your future is created by what you do consistently, not occasionally.
Keep learning.
Keep growing.
And keep believing in yourself.
We'll see you in the next episode of Speak Smooth English.
Take care, everyone.
Bye.